Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, among whom we have our Vice President, former President and the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, the former President and former General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Donald Ramatar, Secretary General of CARICOM, members of the Cabinet, former members of Cabinet, members of our disciplinary forces, the police, the army, the chair of the Bar Association, our foreign secretary, long outstanding diplomats, member of the sporting community, and also the private sector. I really don't need to refer to any notes on this occasion. But I would have to say a few things in keeping with this event. After which I would like to make a few remarks about the distinguished contribution of Comrade Ralph to this region. The Constitution of the Orders of Guyana institutes the Order of Roraima, which may be conferred on, and I quote, any distinguished citizen of another country who has rendered valuable service to Guyana, to whom for any other reason the state wishes to honor. Today, the 3rd day of January of the year 2023, the Cooperative Republic of Guyana is honored to induct the Order of Roraima to Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, Prime Minister of St Vincent and the Grenadines. The conferral of Guyana's Order of Roraima is in deserved recognition of the tireless commitment and unflinching contribution which Dr. Gonsalves has made to the cause of regionalism and regional integration. Dr. Gonsalves is a Caribbean man, a national of St Vincent and the Grenadines. He has labored on the issue of regionalism, recognizing that our Caribbean civilization will remain stronger when we speak with one voice and act collectively. I congratulate Prime Minister Gonsalves on this induction into the Orders of Guyana. I thank him for his steadfast leadership and wise counsel. I applaud, as do all Guyana, his commitment to democracy, peace, security, and the development of the Caribbean. I want to say that the most important attribute of any state is our commitment to democracy and the rule of law. And all leaders and people of influence who participate in a process to upkeep and uphold democracy and the rule of law must and should be recognized. And as a country, later this year, we'll be recognizing many other regional contributors and national contributors who, in a very truthful and honest way, independently stood up for democracy, the rule of law, and freedom for Guyana. And we ought to give them a big round of applause. Some may say it does not take much for someone to stand up for democracy and freedom. But I would say it takes a lot, because it takes a person of character, a person of integrity, a person who is selfless to stand up sometimes against odds and to call a wrong when a wrong should be called. Comrade Ralph, you have demonstrated the type of character and integrity against many obstacles, standing for the truth, for democracy, and ensuring that our country remain a peaceful, law-abiding, democratic state. And we applaud you greatly for your time. In this audience here today, I know you have very special relationships with many persons. But you always speak highly of your respect and honor for former President Barry Jacques. For a matter of fact, in an event that was organized in this country by the people, you are one of the leaders in the region who spoke on his farewell as president when his term, the 2 terms that he introduced, signed on to, came to an end. I can tell you that the admiration you speak of him from McDonald, Rohi, and many others in this country, including Mr. Chase, that you are equally admired and respected by those persons. All of whom I will convey your message of regards on behalf of the people of this beautiful country that I'm sure you know is also home to you. We congratulate you. We wish you continued good health. And we hope that the younger generation in the region will take an example from your boldness, your steadfastness, your frankness, and your commitment to democracy, peace, stability, and freedom. Thank you very much, and I now invite you.
Your Excellency, my dear friend, the President of the Republic of Guyana, Dr. Irfaan Ali, the former presidents, also my very dear friend, Jack Leo, and Donald Ramota, Distinguished Secretary General of CARICOM, very specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say first of all that I'm very humbled by the bestowal upon me this great honor of your republic. I accept with humility this honor not really for myself, but for all the persons who have worked, with whom I have worked over the very many years since my first involvement as a political activist in 1968. I'm a political activist now for in excess of 54 years. So I've been in this regional integration movement for a very long time. In the 18th Brumaire of Louis Napoleon, Karl Marx made the very powerful point that men and women make history, but only to the extent that the circumstances of history permit them so to make. I guess it is from that the formulation comes that politics is the art of the possible. But it has another dimension. Politics is also the art of the will, because you must have a certain body of ideas and the strength of your own being to pursue them, even sometimes when those around you are doubting very much that what you're doing is the right thing. But we have been all brought up, whether it's in the Christian Judeo tradition, or in Islam, or in Hindu, Buddhism. There is an optimism in our people, in our Caribbean civilization, which was expressed very eloquently in the book of Lamentations, in the Hebrew Bible, by Jeremiah. It's interesting, it's called the book of Lamentations, but it is really a book of hope. It's a book full with possibilities. Morning by morning, new mercies we see. All that we need, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness. Our Caribbean has an authentic, legitimate civilization. It is a unique civilization. It has adopted and adapted from many different civilizations, disparate peoples who have come together in our geographical seascape and landscape. And through the fever of history, we have fashioned this island, or in the case of Guyana, seaboard civilization, which metaphorically is like a symphony. We are the songs of the indigenous people, the Kalinago, the Garifuna, the Amerindian. We are the rhythm of Africa. We are the melody of Europe. We are the chords of Asia. And we are the homegrown lyrics of the Caribbean. Like all symphonies, one may find, and indeed one does find, dissonances. But these dissonances have always been contained either through our cultural norms or through institutional arrangements. And we have become one out of disparate peoples, which this oneness, this wholeness, is demonstrably more than a summation of the individual facts. My dear brother Irfaan has said many kind things about me. And it is quite true that in this business in which we are, you have to be committed to what you're doing. That's what we will. But it has to be based on ideas and solidarity, not a solidarity as we have, not a form of behavior we have seen increasingly in the world of atomized individualism, as though we are just an aggregation of individuals, that you're not really a society. But we know that through our history and through the histories of other peoples, that we only accomplish things when we act as social individuals in solidarity with one another for clear, defined purposes and goals. And we are having a lot of very bright young people whom we are see coming forward. But we have to make them understand that there's two kinds of brightness. Brightness which illuminates and a brightness which blinds. I'm driving my SUV and you driving yours and we come into each other on high beam. Oh, each of us is very bright, but you can't see one another. Brightness blinds. The brightness which illuminates can only be done in social solidarity with one another. And all these forces trying to divide us and break our solidarity. And we have to ensure that we do not have a situation as Walter Butler Yeats had commented upon the second coming at the time of the anti-colonial struggle against the Irish against the British in the early 20th century. King's Fall of Prague, Senator Kanapur. The best of all, that conviction, and the worst are full of passionate intensity. You need passion, but not a passionate intensity, which is divisive. And we must have the commitment and conviction. Throughout my entire 50-odd years of political activism, I have been a friend of Guyana and a friend of the nationalist movement in this country, led by a person of greatness, Chelly Jacob and his dear wife, Janet. And I will never forget their own contribution that have been to teach me and mold me. As I said before the ceremony began, I came here to deliver a speech for the first time, I think it was late 1976 or 1977, at Enmore, on the platform of Gao. Chelly was there, but so was Boise, who headed Gao at the time. And from visited Chelly many times. He visited a man of tremendous humility. And it's very interesting that the very day on which he was returned to office, in 1992, never forget it, and this is the day on which Eric Walcott was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. It was a day of tremendous celebration for us. I was at the time delivering a speech courtesy of the Bar Association of Barbados in Barbados. So I remember the event as yesterday. And this investiture, this award, I couldn't speak in here and accepting this great honor without paying homage to Dr. Chelly Jacob and the dear wife. I am absolutely sure that there are heroes in Valhalla. I came this evening not expecting this. But I am truly humbled and honored. On behalf of the people of the Caribbean and the government and people of St Vincent, Grenadines, I want to express gratitude for this noble gesture. I shall always treasure it. Thank you, and may Almighty God continue to bless us all.
Luis, please. Pauline, come. Clement, come.
You remember in 1992, things were so difficult, you fellas had to share glasses in order to sign. You need to see. You had to pass one glass, one pair of spectacles, you had to sign your name. Remember that, Donald? Spectacles. Take the bad.
I know.
Luis, you got it?
A very limited number of persons are in the state of the Order of Roraima. Right? Indeed, sir. Very limited. One person have to pass on.
Because specific numbers, each category.
I was not.
Because every year it's not one. So right now,
Please, everyone.
which may be